Okay, welcome everybody. Hi, my name is Professor Ellis Horowitz, and I'm professor of in the Computer Science Department. And I understand that this video is going to be shown to students who are intending to pursue their master's degree at the University of Southern California in computer science. So let me welcome you all. And my task today is to talk about some of the ways that you will be helped when you come to campus, and then some of the things you can expect as you go through, and then what's going to happen even after graduation. So let's launch into the talk with my first slide. And so something I probably don't have to tell you, but studying computer science these days is really cool, to use, I guess, a somewhat old term. But there are some great opportunities for working in lots of different fields. So, for example, one of the things that we're doing these days here at USC is designing the next Internet. The Internet, of course, has become a tremendous utility for people around the world, but it has certain problems, mostly related to security. And so people at SC and other places around the country have been sitting down and trying to imagine what they can do to really enhance the security issues while keeping some of the nice features, the good features of the Internet. Another major area for computer science is that it's being used in all fields of science and engineering. So these days, whether you're in chemistry or physics or even in the social sciences like economics, computers and the processing of data has become a major aspect of their research agenda. And so anybody with computer skills is able to turn their attention to any one of these fields and make useful contributions. Another field that's of great interest here in Los Angeles is improving transportation systems. So nowadays, we know that cars are making use of GPS systems, but in addition, cars are also reporting their location, and there are sensors in the roads gathering information, and so we have a tremendous amount of data about what's happening on our freeways and on our roads, and there's been a lot of progress in terms of rerouting people, determining where there are accidents, and just generally improving the transportation system of our large city, and of course that will translate to other cities around the world. Personalized education, another field that's been changing tremendously with the outgrowth of these MOOCs, these massively open online courses. You now have the ability anywhere around the world, if you have internet access, to go and take a look at some of the most advanced courses that people are offering at some top institutions, including USC. So we see that education, and particular personalized education, the ability to get just the content you want when you want it, has really been a rather recent innovation and is a wonderful thing. Personalized medicine, health monitoring, data-intensive supercomputing. So whatever area you might be excited about, you're going to have an opportunity to pursue that area with your computer science degree. So you're making an excellent choice. Now, what about that? What happens when you finally graduate and get out? And so I managed to put together this graph, this bar graph here, which is the annual degrees and average job openings in general fields of software and the sciences and engineering. And you may or may not be able to see the bars here, but you can see this rather high protruding bar, and these are job openings in computer science. You can see very much dominating almost all of the other fields. Here we have engineering, physical sciences, mathematical computer sciences, and biological agricultural sciences. So with a master's degree in computer science, you're going to have tremendous opportunities, whether it's bachelor's or master's degrees. When you get down to PhDs, of course, the number of job opportunities decreases quite a bit, because PhDs, you know, there are a lot fewer job openings for PhDs. So in some sense, the master's degree is the highest generic degree you can get and still go out in industry and have a wide area of job possibilities open to you. Let's talk salary. So here we had a graph from National Science Foundation listing percentage of people employed in areas, and the starting salaries. And so computer science and engineering are sort of right here at the top. Again, I hope you can see this. Graduates with a master's degree typically get something like 5 to 10% more salary than graduates with a bachelor's degree. So if you're into figuring out, is the money I'm investing now in this master's degree really going to be worth it? Yes, it almost definitely will be, because you'll get this bump as soon as you go out and get your job, and that bump will then carry through for your entire working life. These slides, I'm sure, will be available for you, so you can take a closer look at some of these numbers if you're curious. Now, when you arrive, the question is, where will you go? And your main place will be the computer science department. So I have these 5 bubbles on the screen, and I have a feeling you're going to be seeing these 5 bubbles in several other talks. But these 5 bubbles represent the main activities in computer science here at USC. And so let's say starting here in the green bubbles, we have some research centers. We have the Integrated Media Systems Center, the Information Sciences Institute, the Institute for Creative Technologies. These 3 are research institutes. They don't offer degree programs, but they do have literally hundreds of PhD computer scientists doing advanced research, and many of them come to campus and teach classes here. So we really can tap into some very advanced, latest, state-of-the-art stuff by the fact that we have these research institutes. Now, in terms of academic departments, there is electrical engineering, which offers the computer engineering program. Some of you watching this video may be admitted into EE, but I suspect most of you will be coming through the computer science department, which is your academic department. It's located in the Salvatore Computer Science Center. You can take a look at the map. On the first floor is where our offices are, and of course the faculty offices are somewhat scattered around, but the academic offices are there in Salvatore. And so this is your group, and this is the group that's going to be awarding the master's degree at the end. Now, there'll be other organizations on campus that will help you get acclimated to life in Los Angeles. If you haven't been in Los Angeles before, it's a big and complicated city. It's a wonderful city. The weather's beautiful right now. And so one of the groups that is available to you is the Office of Graduate and Professional Programs, sometimes known as GAP. And here I have their web page up. It's gap.usc.edu, and they will do a new student orientation. They have a variety of academic services talking about your degree program and what courses to take, as well as, of course, in the computer science department we have advisors, but they are also very familiar with our program, and they're located on the first floor of Olin Hall, which is actually where I am right now. So take a look at your map, and it's very close to the Salvatore Computer Science Center. It'll be easy to find. Here's another look at the gap.usc.edu with one of their other web pages. The Viterbi School of Engineering, you're going to see this abbreviation often, this VSOE, that's the Viterbi School of Engineering. Of course, we're named after Mr. Viterbi, who's a very famous electrical engineer, and maybe you've studied the Viterbi algorithm. He was a co-founder of Qualcomm, and so he put his name, or we put his name on the School of Engineering, and so the Viterbi School of Engineering is on Facebook, so you might want to take a look at facebook.com/USC Viterbi, and on a page like this, we would typically have some of the latest developments and research activities going on. Here we have a little picture of virtual reality headsets that are being developed on campus. And in fact, right up here, there's actually a picture of the Salvatore Computer Science Center where you're going to be, where the academic department is housed. So definitely take a look. I hope the picture's still up there. By the time you see this, this picture might have been gone. Another thing that will help you look forward to getting a job is what we call Career Fair Day. And so every year around October, we invite dozens and dozens of companies who are very happy to come to campus, and they will be setting up booths sort of in the main engineering quad, and they will come and want to meet and interview master students. So it's usually quite a chaotic event because we have so many students and so many employers coming to meet and greet with you, and you know, there are lines of people, and but it's usually a lot of fun. And so I thought I'd pick out one of the web pages. You can Google this and go to the USC Viterbi Career Day and take a look at some of the workshops that are offered by some of the employers, and how you can improve your resume and what they're looking for, and various other things of interest to people who are looking for jobs. So it's just another way that Viterbi and the Computer Science Department are helping you after you get your degree, not just during the educational process. Here's a list of companies looking for future employees, and just a snapshot. It's not an entire list. You can see we've got some famous computer companies like Microsoft, of course, and Google will be here, and Cisco is sort of another one. We have the defense contractors like Northrop Grumman, who are very big, Lockheed Martin here in Southern California. We've got some medical companies like Medtronic. Oh, sorry. That's what I get for touching the screen. Sorry, there we are. Occidental Petroleum, Boeing, even Yahoo, JPL. So there's a tremendous and eclectic collection of companies, both small and large, both military and non-military, and so usually you can find something that you're interested in. It's a fantastic time to graduate in the U.S. as an engineer or computer scientist. This was an article out of, I guess not out of the New York Times, QZ.com. There's the URL down at the bottom. But it's just, there's tremendous interest in the field, and there's a lot of entrepreneurial activities. And even though I've sort of been emphasizing getting a good job with an established company, of course, a lot of our students are going out and creating their own companies, becoming entrepreneurs. We have an area called Silicon Beach, which is in sort of similar to Silicon Valley up in San Francisco. We have an area that happens to be near the beach and the ocean where a lot of startup companies are located, and so there's a lot of grouping and getting together and comparing notes and crowdfunding and stuff like that. Now, once you get to graduation, there will be a wonderful graduation ceremony. I noticed we had last year at the Galen Center, we had, I don't know, several thousand people for just the master's student graduation. Here I've got a snapshot of our dean, Dean Yortzis, and next to one of the commencement speakers for that year, William Wang, who's CEO and founder of Vizio. And Dean Yortzis is saying, it will be you who will devise the new alternative energy sources, energy being a big area of research. You will solve vexing climate problems, master the miracles of biology to eradicate diseases, educate and enlighten, and lift millions from poverty by relighting the engine of economic development. So that was a nice quote from his commencement speech. And Mr. Wang was emphasizing, learn from failure, treat everyone with respect, and never give up, advice that I have personally battle-tested. So it's a wonderful event, something you should invite your parents and family to, and you won't be that far away because getting a master's degree, when you get to some of the other speakers, they'll give you the details. It's usually about a 1.5 to 2 year cycle, which is relatively short. Now, after graduation, you will all become members of what we call the Trojan Family. USC people are Trojans. And I picked out 2 events from the Trojan Family to give you an idea. Here on the left, we have the USC Asian Pacific Alumni Association Scholarship and Awards Gala. So the alumni here from Asia are giving awards and scholarships to new students. And off to the right, you see President Nikias, our president, who had gone off to India for a visit and was giving a little cricket jersey here to USC trustee Ratan Tata, a rather well-known Indian businessman. So whether you're from India or you're from Asia somewhere, from China, there will be USC alumni clubs that you will be able to join. And so Let me end with some pointers for you. We have a set of advisors for our master's students, and you can go and either call them directly or probably email them is probably best. So we have Flor Martinez, one of our people, and Art Perez are our two sort of main advisors, and Liesl de Leon, who's sort of their manager. And here are their various emails, phone numbers, and you see they're all located in SAL. That's the Salvatore Computer Science Center, acronym SAL, all on the first floor. So best of luck. I'm very excited. We're looking forward to seeing you all, and hope you have a wonderful time here at SC pursuing your master's degree in computer science. And thank you.